Hello, class. I want to go over a currency conversion with you in Alex. So these are similar to the ones we've been doing in Excel. So I'm going to set it up with an Excel document and work our way through. So we're given that one South African rand was worth 0.08 US dollars or 8 cents. And so that's going to be our conversion that we're going to use. So I have it set up to where I have the one South African equals 0.08 US dollars. So notice how everything is in its own cell like we have when we're working with the DQs, major assignments and stuff so that we can cell reference these. Okay, so let's start with what we have. So the first one is asking on that date, how many dollars? So it's asking us to get our final units to US dollars. And we're starting with an initial quantity of 168.18. And the units on this was rand. All right. So we're trying to get the US dollars. So if we're trying to get the US dollars, our conversion needs to have the US dollars in the numerator and the rand in the denominator. Okay, because you want those to cancel and you want the US dollars to end up as your final answer. So when I set up my ratio to use, I need to make sure the ratio is the US dollars. So we'll start with the equals, the US dollars divided by the rand. Okay, you need to make sure that it's set up the same way as your units. Okay. And then our final quantity is just the initial quantity times the ratio that you set up. And we have 13.4544 US dollars. We're asked to round to the nearest hundredth. So 10th, hundredth. So that 5 next to it is a 4, so it would stay a 5. So we have 13.45 US dollars. Now, the second one, B, is asking how many rand. So put that as our final units. And we're starting with this time $17.63 of US dollars. So now when I go to do my units, I want the rands at the end. So that should be in my numerator. And the US dollars is going to be in the denominator so that it cancels with this US dollars. And we just, again, want to make sure that our units match our ratio. So we hit equals, and this time we have rands divided by US dollars. And then we can go ahead and take our initial units, or sorry, initial quantity times our first ratio, which is our only ratio, because there's just one conversion going on here. And we end up with 220.375. So this time we're going to round this up to 3.8. So 220.38. And we've converted our problem here. Go ahead and check it. All right, so there you go. There's doing some conversions in Alex, but again, keeping in mind that we're using Excel a ton, so you might as well keep using it since we have that idea of how to set it up in Excel and work our way through. All right, I hope that was helpful.